What's up guys, to the second episode of the Derby career mode. In this episode we're going to try and pick up a few more signings. We're going to just put all the money into the wages just because they're probably going to be all loans, but we may be able to pick up one permanent if he's like under $1 million or something like that. We'll have to see what we can get in this episode. I was considering getting this guy, but I think he's a little bit too expensive and we haven't really got any players to trade offer with him, so there's not really an option to get him at this time in the career mode. So we head into our first game of the episode. We come against Reading, a pretty tough championship side, but we should be able to beat them quite nicely. So we do eventually head into the game. I was just trying out some different players on the bench, just so we've got a few more options when it does come to the 60th minute mark. So we head into the game, and in the 7th minute, he does actually punch Jamie Ward in the face with Alex McCarthy, and of course he does get red carded for that. So it was kind of good for us because obviously getting a goalkeeper sent off in the first 10 minutes of the game, it's just not going to be good day for Reading, of course. So they had to sub on a goalkeeper. So that's one thing on career mode. I definitely would suggest you keeping a goalkeeper on the bench. On FIFA 14, I never had a goalkeeper on the bench, and that issue never arose. But on this game, it seems to be quite a big issue. And of course, I would definitely suggest you guys keeping a goalkeeper there, just because it's better safe than sorry, of course. So we step up to the penalty with Chris Martin, and he did unfortunately miss a penalty yesterday against Bolton. He got it on target, but the goalkeeper did save it. But today he did put it away quite nicely, going to the right, and Federici unfortunately just missing out on the save, and obviously that gets us off to a good start in the game with a nice goal. And then just before half time here, Jamie Ward out wide, cuts inside and then crosses it to the back post, and Johnny Russell is there to head it into the back of the net. A really nice goal, especially just before half time to get a goal. Really unsettles the side, and of course in the second half, just before the 90th minute mark, Will Hughes with a nice bit of pace here, goes to his defence, does a nice fake shot, his keeper just parries it straight to Jamie Ward, and he does put it into the open net to make it 3-0. It's actually Johnny Russell, not Jamie Ward. I think I did actually switch wings at that point in the game. It's quite a nice thing, obviously both the wingers can play on either side, so that's always good. So we did get a few inquiries back, and this goalkeeper Koric, he looks quite good. He's got like a 78 potential, and he's only going to be 800,000 coins. So we're going to obviously try and pick him up. I was just thinking what we could do, what players can we swap him with, and we're going to put Morch into the deal and 800,000 coins. Pounds, of course, not coins. It's because I'm used to saying Ultimate Team stuff. So we just try and try and get as many players as we can with the money we've got. I've just put the money onto about 5,000 in wages, so if we can get money here, that'll be really cool, but I don't think we will be able to because of the wages of this goalkeeper, of course. So we head into the next game against Middlesbrough, another pretty good championship side. They've got some good players on their pitch. Of course, they got Bamford, our former Derby player, on loan there at the moment. So we head into the game, and in the 7th minute of the match, we do make it 1-0 here. Jeff Hendrick passes it to Thorne. Thorne with a nice bit of hold-up play, waiting for Bryson's run, and Bryson eventually gets there and finesses it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 in the game. A very nice goal, of course. To get us 1-0 up in the first 10 minutes is always important in a career mode. Unfortunately, like 3 minutes later, Thorne just gets distributed off the ball here, and he does put it through to Connolly, and Connolly with his left foot puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-1 in the game. And I don't know, the difficulty at professional, it's kind of easy. I'm maybe considering putting up to world class, but we'll just see how we do in this episode and maybe do it in a future episode. And obviously if we're like running away at the top of the lead, we're just gonna make it a little bit more difficult and a bit more interesting. So we do make it 2-1 here. Again, Bryson getting the goal for us to make it 2-1 in the game. Really good player. I don't know how much he is worth on career mode. I don't know if he's like a couple of million or something, but in the championship he'll get you bags of goals and a great midfielder on this game. So we do obviously get the contract accepted from Koric. I don't know if I've said his name completely wrong or anything, but yeah, I'm just going to have to change the wage a little bit just so we can afford him and accept him into the side. He is a fantastic signing. He is only 58 rated, sorry, but I'm sure he will go up rating quite quickly as he is only 19, and obviously with the 78 potential, that's going to be very good for this career mode. So we head into the next game against Watford, and Martin here holds up the ball, puts it into the box, and eventually Jamie Ward does put it into the open net. His keeper does parry it straight to him. I think it was Gomez, the former Tottenham goalkeeper. I don't know what rating he is on this game. It would be interesting to see if he's silver or gold still. And then we unfortunately concede a goal here in the 51st minute of the match. Vidya puts it through to Tosser, and Tosser puts it into the back of the net. I don't know if I've said his name at all correctly, but it does look like Daniel Tosser, to be honest. So When we do go like 1-1, I'd like to change the formation to a 4-2-4 because that's what Derby do in real life. They go with all attack, and we bring on a few players here and there, Gary Mackay-Stevens and Sifsy, and straight from kickoff from that goal, we do actually win a free kick here, and his player does get sent off. The guy that actually scored the goal, so that's like 0 to hero in 0 in 1 second pretty much. So yeah, with the 10 men, we're always going to dominate in the last 30 minutes of this game, and we do actually get a goal here. Sissy, with a nice bit of skill, gets himself to a good position and puts it into the back of the net to make it 2-1 in the game. Really nice goal for him, and it is nice how we can just bring him off the bench and he can always get a goal for us. So a nice win for us in the end, 2-1 against Watford, a pretty strong championship side, but obviously with 10 men, it's going to be very difficult for them, so obviously we won the game in the end. So we head into the transfer deadline day here, and we've only got like 2,000 wages left, so we haven't really got that much money to actually go out and get a loan signing, but I was just looking at one player we kind of do need, and that is our left back. We've got 2 right backs. Shotton's on a short loan, unfortunately does go in about a month's time, but obviously getting that left back will always be helpful, and there wasn't really that much to look at really. There was like Ezekiel Friars, Taggart, and this guy from Real Madrid. He looks quite good, so we obviously try and get him. He's hopefully going to be a good signing for the side, and he's only 2,000 a week wages, so not that bad at all. So he's only 57 rated, but he's just a decent backup to have if Forsyth ever does get injured. So we did also try and get Matt Taggart, but in the end he was a little bit too late, and I didn't want to wait and see if he was going to come in through, but he's about the same rating, so nothing really lost too much. So we end off the deadline day. We've got some good signings, of course, Gary Mackay-Stevens, Sissy, Ake, that goalkeeper, and of course the left back that we just signed. So it's been quite successful for us. There wasn't really that much of a need to actually sign anyone in this window, but it's always nice to back up, and some future stars are always good. So we just changed up the side for the next game, just seeing who we can play, and I always do like to play with full fitness just because I don't like injuries on career mode. So we head into the game against Colchester United, and it was kind of a tough game. I don't know why, but I don't know if it was the players I chose or something, but Jamie Ward here does make it 1-0, a really nice run from his own half, goes into the box and smashes it into the back of the net with his left foot to make it 1-0 in the 37th minute of the match. A very nice goal from him, and he is quite good on this career mode. Unfortunately, he's 28 years old, so he's probably not going to go up that many ratings. So we head into the 55th minute mark, and we do make it 1-1 here. I think it was right with the goal. I don't know why Grant just didn't follow up and save the second shot. The first shot probably should have been caught. Also, we should have probably scored a few more goals, as it is Colchester United and they aren't exactly the best of teams. Derby have probably got a lot better side. I know we were resting quite a few players, but we should have done a lot better. And in the rain, obviously, I don't really do the best. So we go to penalties here, and I'm just looking if we can change any players, but I just thought I'd keep it how it is because it does it in penalty order. And Omar Mascarell steps up for the first one and puts it away very nice. He is the best penalty taker in the team. I think Chris Martin's got like 79 and Mascarell's got 78, so it is always nice to have Mascarell in the cup if it ever does go penalties. So we do make it 1-0 here straight away. Shears misses his first penalty, and Jamie Ward steps up to make it 2-1 here with a nice penalty. I do like the animation on the penalties, how the goal just like lifts up a bit. I don't think it always does that in real life. I think it's a little bit over drastic, but still it's quite a nice thing, of course. And the new goalkeeper taunts, they're kind of cool, how you can point and do like the flappy legs and stuff like that. That's kind of cool as well. And we do make it 3-1 here, and Gilby, I like to point in the left position, then dive to the right, but obviously he did go the straight down the middle kind of, and Leon Best steps up for this penalty here to make it 4-2, but unfortunately his goalkeeper stands there and saves it to make it 3-2, of course. So I think we still need to save this, and we've pretty much won. We do actually end up missing it. He hits it under the bar and goes out, and if Jordan Ibe does score this goal, the Liverpool player, he can actually win the penalty shootout for us, and he does that there. So a very nice game for us in the end. We probably should have finished it in 90 minutes, but still to go through to the next round is always good. And yeah, I do like this bit at the end, how it shows some nice replays in that kind of nice cinematic way. So we're just going to do a few of the kit numbers, change like Jordan Ibe to number 44 as he is in real life. I was thinking, what number can we give Gary Mackay-Stevens? There isn't that many numbers free at Derby, and I was going to give Nathan Ake the number 25, as that is Sean Barker's former number, as we did sell him in this window. So I thought I'd give the goalkeeper the number 13 as well, as that is a goalkeeper number, and give Gary Mackay-Stevens the number 12 because that number was free in the end. I was just looking at the team for the next game, and I was considering doing some like instruction things, but I don't really know too much about them. If you want to leave any comments down below, if you do know about them, like what kind of things would be good for certain positions, like if a holding midfielder should stay back or a winger should do some runs from the back over the top or something. I don't know more, but yeah, if you want to leave some comments, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So we head into our next game against Ipswich. Another pretty good side in the Championship, but we should be able to get him a good win in this game, and that is what we do here in the 29th minute of the match. A really nice goal from Will Hughes, smashes it into the top right hand corner of the goal to make it 1-0 in the game. And Will Hughes is a fantastic player on this career mode, really good dribbling, really good passing ability, and pretty good pace as well. And we do unfortunately concede a goal here. David McGoldrick, I don't know where my centre backs went, he just went walking, of course, and obviously makes it 1-1 just after half time. Obviously he had a good half time team talk, and then here in the 54th minute of the match, Christie wins the ball back, looks for the run of Ibe, puts it through the middle of the fence, and Ibe does finesse it into the back of the net to make it 2-1 in the 55th minute of the match. A really nice goal, and I believe that is his first goal in the career mode. So we do get a corner here in the 90th minute of the match, and it is actually quite a lucky goal. Like Forsyth hits it against the post, and then Bryson just puts it into the open net to make it 3-1 in the game. But it is a nice win for us, of course, getting 3-1 and getting the 2+. Goal difference is always good, because goal difference on career mode and in football in real life is a very important thing. So getting the 3 points is obviously the most important thing, and just getting the players' rating to go up is always cool as well. So our next game is against Brentford, a kind of weak side. I didn't really expect them to go up into the Championship, but they did in the end, and obviously we have got a game against them, and we kept the side the same just to keep all the play all smooth and everything, not to lose the game, because losing against the smaller sides is never good for the team. So we do make it 1-0 here in the 44th minute of the match. A really nice finish from Chris Martin to make it 1-0 in the game. A really nice goal. And then we do get a second here. Will Hughes on the edge of the box, a nice bit of skill here, cuts inside and then puts it into the box, and Hendrick is there to head it into the back of the net, hits it on the underside of the crossbar, and it bounces into the back of the net to make it 2-0. Really nice goal from the club, of course, and I do like how the players do look a lot more like their people in real life. So we do unfortunately concede a goal here. It was just poor passing from Thorne there again. I think he's like the one player that just makes us concede goals, but I do really like him on this career mode, because hopefully he has a good potential, at least 74 or above. So we head into the 80th minute here with 2-1 under the scoreline, of course. We kind of want to get another goal and kind of secure this game in the last 10 minutes, and Gary Mackay-Stevens does get his first goal for this series, and it's a bit of a shame that we have got such good wingers like Russell and Ward, and Gary Mackay-Stevens is only a 70. I'm probably going to consider playing a bit more in the future, of course, and we do actually get a goal here. Nice through ball from George Thorne, puts Sifsey through, and he just walks it past the goalkeeper and puts it into the open net in the 90th minute of the game to make it 4-1. So it's nice that Thorne makes a lot of chances, but it is a bit of a shame he kind of concedes a few goals for us, but he is only young and he's obviously going to learn his mistakes. So if you did enjoy this episode, it'd be fantastic if we could get over 25 likes again. I think we've got like 45 likes on the first episode, so yeah, if we could continue that support, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I'm really sorry about my sore throat at the moment. Hopefully it's sorted by the next episode or the next video we'll have to see. So yeah, smash the like button, subscribe if you're on your channel, and see you soon. Bye.